today, with all my heart, I'd like to say, first of all, thank you so very much to ICSI, and thank you so very, very much. Why I'm saying that? Reason is that on 12th Feb 2019, and before that, on 7th Feb 2019, I had sent the email to president@icsi.edu, and in that email, I had suggested 14 points for the examination reforms, for the purpose of exam reforms. And in these 14 points, I can see that, that point number two was, please give 15 minutes extra initially for reading the question papers before writing the answer sheets, before writing the answers in the answer sheet. So that request is now accepted, and in December 2023 exams, finally the ICSI is going to give that 15-minute extra time before the exams. Well, and so that the student will get the question paper and he will read the question paper in 15 minutes. He will plan what is to be written, and then next 3 hours will be given for writing the answer sheets. But there are 14 total 14 15 points in this mail, which I sent on 7th Feb 2019, and then on 12th Feb 2019 also. And one of the points was that student body should be made. I'll come to that. However, I have got a little grievance there. I have got a little complaint or little grievance that none of my mails was replied. I never received any reply of my emails on 7th Feb 2019, on 12th Feb 2019. I never received any reply. It has been like more than 4.5 years. I have waited a lot, but then I became hopeless that the reply will never come. And then subsequently, it also happened in the month of, sometime in the month of May. Well, I'll say in May 2020 also, or April 2020 also, there were certain mails which I had posted. So on 12th April, on 13th April, on 15th April 2020, three emails I had sent to the president ICSI, but I had never received any response from ICSI. So I'll say it has been like, what can I say about that? 5 times I have sent the email earlier occasions. None of the occasions I have received the response from ICSI, though I am also a qualified member of ICSI, qualified company secretary, but ICSI never responds. So that's small little grievance there. And if you want me, I will send those emails again. I'll forward those emails. Rather, I think I should forward those emails again, because they are for the benefit of student community only. And in this email over here, the one point was, which was very important apart from all other points, that was one very important point, that a student body shall be made. A student body shall be made in which the students all over India, they elect few students by voting as their representative body. And if there are some changes required in the ICSI regulation, kindly do those changes. And in future, once that student body is there, student union is there, having an office inside the premises of ICSI, then all the students all over India will have the email and phone number to communicate with that student body, and that student body will communicate further. Those grievances will be further forwarded to the ICSI, and the solutions will be obtained, will be sent back to the students thereafter. So that's something will be a permanent solution, a long-term solution to the problem of the students. The grievances will be getting a proper channel, where the students will have the confidence, yes, that there is somebody who is student and who will sympathize or empathize with us, with our problems, and will understand what we are trying to say, and so that that student body can take the matter further. And then the social media will not be required, the teachers will not be required to speak up on behalf of student, as voice of the student, they will not be required. And it's not the only thing. Apart from that, obviously there was request for updated modules, for many other things. I can just read through that. Even that one small thing, that like in the CA institute, it happens in the ICAI, if a student gets 60 or more than 60 marks in a particular paper, and then he is getting 25 or more than 25 marks in other paper, once he is exempt in CA institute, so once that paper is exempt, next time if the student is appearing in the remaining papers, then the paper which was exempted, let us say he got 67 marks, 68 marks in that, in the next mark sheet the student is allocated 67, 68 marks as previously achieved by him. But in our institute it doesn't happen. In our institute, if a student had scored 68 marks, he will be given E symbol in the next attempt against that exemption. and the value of the E is equal to only 50 marks. So his 18 marks are snatched away, though maybe the student was very strong in the legal paper in the company law, or that's why he got 68 in one paper, and the remaining papers he was not that strong. And if, just imagine if that student is scoring that 68 and he is given 68 once again in the next mark sheet, if the remaining marks in the three papers are not even 150, if they are 140, then also 140 plus 68 will be 208, he will get passed. So if that is the regulation in with ICAI, why can't that regulation be here in ICSI? I believe it shall be here in ICSI also the same way, so that the students are feeling justified that look, I scored 68 in my best paper and I am getting the same weightage of 68 in my next attempt, even when I claim the exemption. I hope you will be able to appreciate my point. And likewise, stepwise marking should be there in the answer sheet, so that the student will be understanding that well, one tick, green tick is given and only half mark is given out of 5. So how is that being given? The student is not able to understand. There are more points in this, 14 15 points are there, but I'll say I believe one or two points I have spoken. Remaining, I am sending the email once again, forwarding the same email once again to president@icsi.edu. I hope I'll get some response of my email this time in positive manners. And there are so many things which are required to be improved when it comes to the examination system, when it comes to the guideline answers, when it comes to rechecking facility which is not there, and when it comes to the defaults of the paper checkers or the defaults of the paper setters in the MCQ papers. All the points are pointed out over here. And apart from that, the other grievances which the students had communicated to me that point of time, maybe one or two of these points are not even relevant today, but I am still forwarding the mail, just hoping that I will get an email response in the positive sense on this mail this time. Thank you so much. And one more mail is also coming from all the teachers. One more mail is in the pipeline, and I am hoping that we all teachers jointly sending the mail together to the ICSI, and at the president@icsi.edu will also get the positive response towards that mail. I am still requesting, if all the teachers, if we can contribute to the ICSI, will be very happy. And please give us a face-to-face meeting with the officials of ICSI, so that we can actually explain what the students are telling to us. Maybe that will be more formal and more authentic manner of communicating the grievances at this moment, till the student body is not there. Thank you so much. Jai Mata Di.